Apple's done it again, hasn't it? With each model, they raised the bar higher. But has the iPhone 16 Pro Max truly outdone itself? Or is it just another expensive upgrade? We've got all the juicy details, rumors, and expectations about Apple's next big thing. So grab a coffee, sit back, and let's unpack everything we know about this upcoming powerhouse. First things first, when can we expect to get our hands on the iPhone 16 Pro Max? Well, if Apple sticks to its usual schedule, and they love their routines, we're looking at a mid-September release. Word on the street is that September 10th, 2024 might be the big day for the announcement. Pre-orders could kick off on September 13th, with the phone hitting stores around September 20th. It's like clockwork, folks. Now, let's talk money. Brace yourselves, the iPhone 16 Pro Max isn't likely to be any cheaper than its predecessor. We're probably looking at a starting price of $1199 for the base model with 256 gigabytes of storage. Yeah, we know it's not exactly pocket change, but here's the thing. Apple might throw in some extra features to justify that hefty price tag, and who knows, maybe we'll see some sweet deals from carriers to soften the blow. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty of what this phone might look like. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is rumored to be rocking a slightly larger 6.86-inch display. It's a bit of a jump from the 6.7-inch screen we've gotten used to on previous Pro Max models. How are they pulling this off? It's all about those bezels. Apple's reportedly using some fancy new tech to make the bezels even thinner, giving us more screen real estate without making the phone feel like a tablet in your pocket. But it's not just about size. The display is said to be brighter than ever, possibly hitting peak brightness levels that'll make your sunglasses jealous. 1600 nit peak HDR brightness would seem out of this world. We're talking OLED goodness with ProMotion, so scrolling and animations will be smoother than butter on a hot skillet. Color-wise, we might see the iPhone 16 Pro Max in some classy shades like space black, white, gray, and maybe even a rose gold for those who like a bit of bling. And don't worry, the titanium frame that debuted with the iPhone 15 Pro is sticking around, keeping things lightweight but tough. Now let's talk cameras, because let's face it, that's what a lot of us really care about. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is set to keep the 48-megapixel main camera and that sweet 5x optical zoom telephoto lens. But here's where it gets exciting. Rumor has it that we might see a major upgrade to the ultra-wide camera. We could be looking at a jump from 12 megapixels to 48 megapixels for those epic landscape shots and group photos. But it's not just about megapixels. Apple's reportedly working on some serious software magic to improve low-light performance and reduce lens flare. And for all you budding cinematographers out there, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will likely continue to support spatial video capture, perfect for viewing on that fancy Apple Vision Pro headset. Oh, and get this, there's talk of a new capture button on the side of the phone. It could be a dedicated shutter button, or maybe something even cooler. Possibilities are endless. Under the hood, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is expected to pack some serious punch with the A18 chip. This bad boy's rumored to be built on a 3-nanometer process, which basically means it'll be faster and more efficient than ever. We're talking blazing fast performance for everything from gaming to video editing. But here's where things get really interesting: AI. Yep, artificial intelligence is set to be a big deal with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. The A18 chip is said to include an improved neural engine, which could open up a whole new world of on-device AI capabilities. We're talking smarter Siri, more advanced image processing, and maybe even some sci-fi level features we haven't even thought of yet. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: battery life. Good news, people! The iPhone 16 Pro Max is rumored to come with a larger battery than its predecessor. We're hearing whispers of a 4,676 milliampere-hour battery, which would be the biggest ever in an iPhone according to leaker Anthony on X. Combine that with the more efficient A18 chip, and we could be looking at a phone that'll keep up with even the most hardcore users. Charging speeds, unfortunately, might remain the same at 25 watts for wired charging. It's not the fastest out there, but hey, at least we got wireless charging as an option. And no, before you ask, there probably won't be a charger in the box. Apple's sticking to their environmental guns on that one. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will launch with iOS 18, and boy, are we in for a treat. Apple's going all in on AI with this update. We're talking about a completely revamped Siri that can handle complex multi-step tasks. Imagine asking Siri to plan your entire vacation, from flights to hotels to activities, all in one go. That's the kind of power we're looking at. But it's not just Siri getting an upgrade. iOS 18 is rumored to bring a host of AI-powered features to various apps. The Photos app might get a cleanup tool to remove unwanted objects from your pics. We could see AI-powered writing assistants in messaging apps and even generative AI features for creating custom emoji and images. Privacy is still a big focus for Apple, so expect new features like the ability to hide apps and lock them with Face ID. And for all you customization fans out there, we might finally get free-form app icon placement on the home screen. About time, right? So after all that, the big question is, should you start saving your pennies for the iPhone 16 Pro Max? Well, it depends on what you're rocking right now. If you're coming from an older iPhone like the 13 Pro Max or earlier, this could be a significant upgrade. The improved cameras, larger display, and AI features could make it a worthwhile jump. For iPhone 15 Pro Max users, it's a tougher call. The upgrades are there, but they might not be game-changing enough to justify the cost if you're happy with your current device. It really comes down to how much you value those AI features and potential camera improvements. And if you're an Android user thinking of making the switch, well, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could be a pretty tempting reason to join the Apple ecosystem, especially with all the AI goodness on the horizon. Lastly, that's everything we know, or think we know, about the iPhone 16 Pro Max, shaping up to be a beast of a phone with AI at its core, a bigger and better display, improved cameras, and the potential for some serious performance gains. Sure, it'll probably cost a pretty penny, but for those who want the cream of the crop in smartphone tech, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is looking like it'll deliver in spades. Remember, though, a lot of this is based on rumors and leaks. Apple has a way of surprising us, so who knows what other goodies they might have up their sleeve come September. One thing's for sure, the smartphone world is about to get a lot more interesting. Whether you're Team Apple, Team Android, or just a curious bystander, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is definitely a device to keep your eye on. So, what do you think? Are you excited about the iPhone 16 Pro Max? Will you be lining up, virtually or physically, to get your hands on one? Or are you taking a wait-and-see approach? Whatever your thoughts, the countdown to September has officially begun. Buckle up, tech lovers. It's going to be an exciting ride. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching, and remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to subscribe for more tech breakdowns, rumors, and reviews. We've got plenty more in store, so stay tuned.